Welcome to the Little League Softball Regionals on ESPN, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Just 30 minutes from downtown Indianapolis, it is day one of the Little League Softball Central region here in Whitestown, Indiana, where the best young talent in the Midwest have gathered here in hopes of punching a ticket to the Little League Softball World Series. Next up, it's Appleton Little League out of Wisconsin facing off against Johnston Little League of Iowa. Let's take a look at how this tournament works, the format. Teams will play 6-inning games, playing in a double elimination bracket until the final two teams will battle it out in a winner-take-all championship game on Wednesday. 10 total teams represented here in Whitestown this weekend in the Central region, the largest regional for Little League Softball this season, and 6 of these 10 teams returned from a season ago. And in the booth yet again, Kelsey Casper along with Faith Kane. We saw Illinois take game one, but now it's Wisconsin versus Iowa. Faith, how do you think these two teams will shake out?
Well, these two teams are very different. You have Iowa, who was not here at the Central Regional last year. The first inning, very important. Get those nerves out. The team's very young. There are 7 players who are eligible to come back to this team next year. So opportunity, get the nerves out, see what they can do on a big stage like this in Whitestown. On the other hand, you have Wisconsin. They were here last year, but they had a tough first round draw. They played Indiana, who ultimately came in second at the World Series. But look at that, 35-0 in the Wisconsin State Tournament. They are going to rely on their arms in the circle, but as well as their defense.
But we are going to see their offense up first. Wisconsin, the away team in this matchup. As we take a look at the batting order, who are some names that jump out to you?
Well, Emma Erickson there in the 2 holes. She is one of the most consistent batters in this entire lineup. But what's really unique for Wisconsin, they can do it all. They can play the small game, but also hit the long ball as well.
And they will be facing off against Avery Larson in the circle for Iowa. She's getting the call to start for her team today.
Yeah, she's someone that's not going to technically overpower you. Not a lot of speeds, but she does hit her spots well. That's what's key, especially at this age. She's going to touch usually around 50 miles per hour, and she's got 2 to 3 solid pitches, so you'll see some off speed as well.
And she's swinging that first pitch, strike 1. Delaney Wallace, pitcher versus pitcher matchup right here, and she falls 0-2 in the count. Wisconsin representing Appleton, just a little bit outside Green Bay under manager Tom Wallace. Stays alive, battling at the plate. Followed by Emma Erickson, Lily Soda, and Zoe Sowell.
It says a lot when you have your leadoff hitter in this first game of the tournament. You come up, you take a swing at the first pitch, and you're getting deep into the count.
That's what you want out of your leadoff, right?
Exactly, you want that confidence. You want someone who's gonna put the bat to the ball, put the ball in play. Wake up the defense.
But it's Larson who gets the first strikeout of the day to retire the leadoff.
And I love the pitch from Larson on this. She goes back up in the zone. It was a pitch that Wallace missed earlier in this at bat, so she goes right back to it and gets the strikeout.
So 1 down for Iowa. Here's Emma Erickson making contact on the first pitch, but right into the glove. Jordy Beals at second. 2 quick outs for Iowa here in the top of the first.
They say Erickson is the most consistent at bat, and that's exactly why. She's going to make solid contact every time she comes up to bat. She did a great job outside corner, just nails it right towards second.
So 2 outs for Lily Soda. She looks at a first pitch strike.
And what I've loved from Wallace so far, or excuse me, Larson in the circle, is that she's thrown a first pitch strike every batter so far.
We saw a great pitching performance in our last game out of Team Illinois. That was Hadley Morrow in the circle. with 9 strikeouts. Some good contact from Soda. She sends this one all the way to the wall. Rounding second, and Lily Soda has a 2-out triple. No, making it inside the park home run.
Wow, what a hit for Lily Soda. That ball was up in the zone, and she did a great job of keeping her hands high. Knocked it over the head of Sophia Wagner. And an inside the park home run. And that's on 2 outs.
It looks like they're trying to just tap home plate, make sure she touched it, but regardless, it is a 1-0 lead for Wisconsin.
We saw Lily Soda too. After she hit it, she did go across the plate, and then she was running to the dugout and then came back and touched home plate. So I think the team was telling her, like, hey, make sure you touch it.
Please return that foul ball to the first base umpire clubhouse.
That looks, she touched home.
Yeah.
Most important part.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
That has happened too much in softball as of late.
Regardless, it's a 1-0 lead, 2 down, and an 0-2 count to Zoe Sowell.
Good eye.
Has a good eye here. Coach said that she is one of the best power hitters in the league. She even hit a home run in one of their tournament games. Sowell playing right field. And Larson able to settle down after giving up the home run. And gets Sowell to strike out. So good start for Wisconsin. They take a 1-0 lead. The Little League Softball Regionals on ESPN are presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. Taking a look at the Appleton Little League winning their state championship. See the game-winning score 8-0. That's because they shut out every single opponent. They outscored their opponents 35-0 in their state tournament, making their 4th consecutive regional appearance here in Indiana. And they jumped on Iowa in the first inning thanks to a home run from Lily Soda. But now it's Iowa's turn as we take a look at the batting order out of the Johnston Little League. Who are some of going to be the big hitters on this team?
Well, the first one up, Sophia Wagner. One thing about her, though, is it's not only just that she can make contact with the ball, it's the fact that she is fast. She's one of the fastest runners on this team, and she's going to take that extra base any second she gets.
They were going up against Lainey Wallace, pitching for Wisconsin. As Wagner keeps attacking. It falls to an 0-2 count. Lainey Wallace pitching yet again in the Central region. But last year maybe didn't have her best stuff.
You see she tried to throw that changeup on an 0-2 count, so she's got a little bit of a mix. She throws that fast curve. She does have multiple changeups, so you're gonna see her throw it in different ways. But she was someone that was actually hurt and didn't pitch for the entire month of May, so really had to work her way back. She went to physical therapy, did her extra workouts. Her dad said she was really focused and excited to get back, so now she's got the opportunity here in Whitestown.
She's got a good matchup here facing Sophia Wagner, who keeps battling at the plate. This is a Iowa offense that hit .485 in their state tournament. One hopper over to third, but not in time. That was Lily Soda trying to make the throw over to Yang at first. But regardless, lead off aboard here for Iowa.
That's why she's tough to get. That was a hard hit by Wagner going over to Lily Soda. You'd think she'd have time normally if you have a slower runner going down the line, but Wagner just real quick down to first.
And she's taken off. First pitch. That was a great throw from Erickson behind the plate, but you said the speed of Wagner just too much.
We've seen a lot of great throws down to second today from these catchers. Did a good job from Erickson getting it down there quick. Just had the ball too high. If she would have had it lower, I think she would have had a shot if it was right down there by the bag.
Some good stuff we've seen from the catchers so far. Here's Mia Peterson. Swinging a miss, 1-2. Her manager, David Bogey, said that she's the most consistent player on the team. She hit over .667 in their state tournament.
And that's unreal.
But she goes down swinging. So strikeout. Actually, different numbers on the scoreboard that they're trying to figure out, but yeah, strikeout.
Yeah, great pitch by Wallace. She just missed it.
So one down and a runner in scoring position for Brooke Luton. Fouls one on first pitch.
Both these teams so far, every time they've stepped up to the plate, they are swinging, and they're swinging hard, they're swinging early. Going after those first couple pitches, that's key as a hitter, because you know that the pitcher is probably gonna throw their best pitch in their first few. After that, that's when they start messing with you. She's got a good changeup.
And Wagner's gonna take advantage of this and advance to third. So an opportunity for Iowa to tie it up here in the bottom half of the inning. As Peterson fouls one back, described as the ultimate competitor. She hates to lose, and she's also a little superstitious, says she doesn't tie her own shoes before every single game. I wonder who has the duty of doing that then.
Maybe a parent, maybe dad.
Mom and dad get in the dugout.
Or maybe a teammate. I feel like you gotta have status to be able to do that. Like, just put your shoe out and say, hey, someone tie my shoe.
Puts one into play, shallow right field, and it's gonna drop in for an RBI single for Brooke Luton. And Iowa is on the board of the first.
Luton doesn't get all of that pitch, but she's able to muscle it up and find a hole out there near right field. So Iowa tying it up.
Well, here's Riley Welch, the catcher for Team Iowa. One of the younger players on this team, and I mentioned she's the catcher, but how about this? She actually calls pitches for her team as well. You don't hear of many 11-year-olds calling pitches in a softball game.
That's really tough to do as a coach, as a manager, to allow a catcher to make that call.
This one's gonna drop down. Wisconsin, though, will still be able to get the lead runner. So it's a miscommunication on the field, but 2 down.
Yeah, Brooklyn Noor, Paige Yang just didn't have that communication coming on over. And the ball's dropped. But Noor doing a really good job getting that ball and getting that throw over to second. Looks like they're just doing a quick check on Paige Yang. Small collision.
And actually, Luton will just stay in the game for Welch and be a courtesy runner. With 2 outs, Welch as the catcher will get back in the dugout and put her gear on. Looks like she's shaking her head. She's okay.
And that's tough, but I love the mentality of don't turn 1 into 2 when you make that error. And I thought Wisconsin did a really good job staying composed, getting that ball right after that collision and getting that out.
Looks like A-OK for Yang at first, so 2 down. Runner at first, and that'll bring up Emmeline Schaefer. She packs a lot of power in her swing. She fouls one off.
One thing her manager kept saying about her, she has the most unorthodox swing. Can you tell from that swing, she just looks like she has quick hands, kind of throws the barrel out there, trying to make contact.
She's gonna have to battle from behind here. Give me their manager, David Bogey, saying, 2 outs on contact, you're moving. She stays alive at the plate. And she chases upstairs. So Wisconsin able to get out of it with minimal damage, but Iowa ties things up at 1 apiece as we head to the 2nd inning. of the second inning in Whitestown. Wisconsin and Iowa tied at 1. You're getting a look at the catcher for Iowa, Riley Welch, behind the plate. We briefly mentioned it last inning, but just at 11 years old, she's calling all the pitches for her pitcher, Avery Larson.
And that's something that's really tough to do. She's been working on her craft for a very long time. Actually, the neighbor kid started teaching her when she was like 7 or 8 years old. She's been a battery mate with Avery Larson for a very long time, so they work well together. But there's a lot of things to think about. You have to think about where the batter's set up, how they're swinging, what pitch are they going to struggle with the most. So a lot to think about for an 11-year-old.
And I like the point that you made. It's also a lot of trust in your coaches to take that off their plate and give that to such a young player.
It's nice as a coach, though, too, that you get to sit in the dugout and you just kind of watch the game. You look at the defense. You don't have to worry about calling pitches. It takes a lot off your mind.
Well, here's Paige Yang at the plate. She faces a 2-2 count. Wisconsin scored their lone run off a home run from Soda, and Yang puts this one into play and just out of the reach of Luton at short.
And Luton, she did everything right on that. She took that drop step, got behind it, and then just missed it. But Paige Yang getting that runner on right here in the top of the second.
Leadoff single for Wisconsin. Here's Ailey DeBruin. DeBruin, a player who has plenty of other hobbies outside of softball, loves hunting, fishing, and boating. She knows how to drive a boat.
Well, one of the things, if she won the lottery, she said she was going to buy a jet ski.
It's a great purchase.
And lots of puppies.
And lots of puppies. I saw that on a lot of these questionnaires. These girls would love to buy some puppies. Mom and Dad, come on.
Well, I'm vouching for them right now.
Yes.
If parents are listening right now, they deserve it.
Check back over to first. 3-1 the count to Ailey DeBruin. Bounce one to the right side to stay alive. Or force a full count, rather.
And she is right on those pitches. Just a little late. Get that barrel out there a little earlier, and that's squared up.
The payoff. Low and inside, it is ball 4, despite the throw down to first. So 2 on and nobody out.
Left fielder
For Addison McMahon.
Addison McMahon.
Left fielder for Wisconsin. They call her Addie Mac. She takes first pitch strike.
And she's someone that is used to a lot of big stages, big fields. She's been to a lot of MLB stadiums because her dad goes a lot. Her dad has actually been to 20 of the 30 MLB stadiums. He's a coach on this staff.
And one of her favorite teams, actually, not MLB, but AUSL. She loves the Utah Talents. Big Bree Ellis fan. Ever since her days at both Auburn and Arkansas. 1-2, much needed strikeout for Avery Larson. Sit down, McMahon.
Those high pitches in the zone have been working for both these pitchers right now. This hitter's not wanting to lay off of it, but beautiful pitch. Looked like it actually had an upspin. Came right out of that zone.
First pitch swinging is Brooklyn Noor. And a little delay to steal from Yang as she advances to third.
And great base running by Paige Yang. That's what you do when you catch the defense kind of back on their heels. Does that delayed steal. The second she saw Welch start to throw back to Larson, she took off.
So now runners at the corners. De Bruin standing up first. She's gonna take off. And Nora falls down 0-2. Nora gets a hold of one, but just fouled down the right field block.
And you look at what Nora's doing up to bat too right now is she's grabbing her bat and she's actually choking up. So she's moving those hands closer to the barrel. It's so that she can have more bat control. A lot of hitters do that when they get 2 strikes.
Chopper over to second. Yang will score. RBI for Brooklyn Nor. And Wisconsin's back out front.
Productive at bats, that's all you're looking for. Solid hit, she choked up on that bat, got the barrel on it, hit it hard into the ground, and there's an RBI.
So 2 down here for Luca Bruno. Center fielder for Appleton Little League. De Bruin still standing at third. Big swing and a miss, 1-1. Bruno's highlight this season, hitting 3 home runs. So some productivity from the bottom half of the lineup.
That's always a great feeling. You're gonna run around all 4 bases. We saw that inside the park home run earlier in this game.
Yeah, especially hitting one here. Has to be pretty memorable for these young players. Takes it to the right side. This one's going to be tough, and it's just foul.
That's one of those balls you're just saying thank you, because when it went up to the air, I thought it was going to be dropped right in front of right field, but it floated. I don't know if there's a little wind today taking it that way, not much, but just got that ball in foul territory.
Another chance here for Larson, and she redeems herself. Able to strand 2, but Wisconsin back out in front. Larson, she's due up next as Iowa trails heading to the bottom.
Little League in the Central Region thank the many volunteers who have
back here in Whitestown, taking a look at the Little League Softball Central Region bracket. We already saw Illinois secure the opening round win. Right now, Wisconsin taking on Iowa. The winner of this matchup will advance to face Minnesota tomorrow at 1 p.m. The loser will head to the elimination bracket. They will also face the loser of Kentucky, Michigan, happening later today. So game number 2 of 4. We got Michigan, Kentucky at 4 p.m. with Matt Schumacher and Monica Abbott following this game. It's been a competitive matchup through almost 2 innings. Wisconsin reclaimed the lead in the top half of the inning. But 6, 7, 8 due up for Iowa. Here's the pitcher, Avery Larson, for second base. And Noor takes care of it for out number 1. Want your child to experience the teamwork and fun of Little League baseball or softball? Visit playlittleleague.org and enter your address to find a Little League community program near you. Jordy Beals up for Iowa. Second baseman for this Johnston Little League team. City just outside of Des Moines. And taking a look at some of these player profiles, a lot of them, their favorite player, to no surprise, Caitlin Clark. As Beals goes right back into the mitt of Wallace for round number 2.
Great swing by Beals. Really can't do much. You just hit it right back at the pitcher. Wallace making a great play, so playing her position, and she smiles after that one. We haven't seen a crack out of her quite yet. Yeah, just got underneath that pitch just a little bit. Otherwise, I think it would have gone right up the middle.
So 2 quick outs for Wisconsin. That'll bring up Rowan Sievers. Yeah, 15 minutes from Caitlin Clark's hometown of West Des Moines.
Yeah, Sievers, she's an Iowa Hawkeyes fan, and we spoke to both teams. Doing anything fun while you're here? They go, we're going to the Indiana Fever game tonight. So play each other now, and they'll see each other in the stands later.
Taking on the Seattle Storm. Hoping to see Caitlin Clark play in person. With 2 down here for Rowan Sievers. Trying to make something happen with 2 outs. Iowa had a nice response in the bottom of the first inning. Sophia Wagner came around to score.
And Sievers has had a unique journey coming here to play softball. She actually played baseball, the Little League with the boys, because they didn't have a Little League for girls for her age. So she was the only girl on the team, and so started out on the baseball side, came over to softball. We see that a lot more. I do think it's a tough transition. Your swing is a little different, the way the pitches come in, your reaction time when you're hitting.
Yeah, a lot of differences, but definitely some positives too as well. She's been battling at the plate. Close, but doesn't get called. It's full count.
And I love the adjustment here too, because we saw earlier in this game where both these teams were swinging at that pitch, swinging and missing. So the fact she was able to lay off of it says a lot.
8th pitch of the at-bat, and she fouls it off. On the ground, bobbled at second. And Sievers is gonna be safe at first.
What an at-bat. by Severs. She was fouling it off. She was laying off the high stuff and finally put a ball in play.
For Iowa, 25.
Nor doing a good job of knocking it down. Just couldn't get her at first in time.
So another error for this Wisconsin defense. That'll bring up Mila Bogie. Certainly the tallest player on this team. 5'9", playing for her father, the manager, David Bogie.
And she's someone that's usually higher in the lineup. Just, she had an ankle injury earlier this season, not too long ago, so still trying to come back from that. She hurt her ankle during a pitching lesson.
Three and one, you can tell her father telling her, be smart at the plate. And she'll take the walk. So inning still alive for Iowa with 2 outs. That'll bring up Devin Granger. You're gonna look at David Bogie, the manager and third base coach, giving the signs to his team. He was actually an assistant coach for this team that made it to Whitestown 2 years ago. And several older sisters were on that team, Mila included. So a lot of these players were here in Whitestown just as fans and younger sisters a few years back.
It's a lot different being on the dirt compared to in the stands. A lot more nerves.
Here's Granger in the air. But Yang can't make it there to get the catch.
Great hustle by Yang, coming all the way over from first, trying to make that catch. She had to go around first base coach.
So 0-2. And Wallace steps up with the big strikeout. Able to hang a 0 on the board. Wisconsin still up by 1 heading into the 3rd inning. Welcome back to the Little League Softball Regionals on ESPN, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Wisconsin and Iowa battling out in game number 2, but it was Nebraska-Illinois who got things started in game number 1. And it was Elmhurst Little League with the run-rule victory over Nebraska, 11-1, the standout performance from Hadley Morrow.
Yeah, not only did she do it in the circle, 9 strikeouts, but also at the plate. Morrow, she was 2 for 3 at the plate, 2 runs, 3 RBI, also had the last hit of the game to get that win.
Yeah, Illinois looked great in that matchup. I definitely see them going far in this tournament.
Not only did they look good, they looked confident as well.
Here's Olivia Burling for Wisconsin, 10-11-12 Duong, trying to hang back on that off speed there. As she falls to an 0-2 count. And Larson starts this inning off where she left off the bottom of the second. Strikes out Burling for out number 1.
Great pitch by Larson in the circle. She had that off speed, got ahead in the count, was 0-2, and then hits the river right on the outside corner. I mean, look at that spin, and it just drops off the table. Also great work by Riley Welch behind the plate, trying to frame that up as well. You saw her try to bring that glove up. She's working back there too.
5th strikeout of the game for Avery Larson. But for Wisconsin, here's Brooklyn Mowell. Hard hit, but foul on the third baseline. Her coach, Tom Wallace, calls her the silent assassin. She may be quiet, but she can tear it up at the plate.
She's extremely competitive. She's gonna fight, and you're seeing it now. But with all that, wants to be a professional dog sitter. I'm for it.
That sounds like a great job.
I agree. Who wouldn't want to love? Who wouldn't love that?
Number 3, Emma Weber.
That is the 6th strikeout recorded for Avery Larson today. She's had 3 in a row. Here's Emma Weber to round out this Wisconsin batting order. And Larson's just been getting ahead.
Well, Larson's doing a really good job of just hitting that outside corner. You're seeing it right now. All these hitters for Wisconsin trying to pull it, trying to take it to that left side, but she's staying on the outside corner, doesn't like throw it hard, know that they're a little ahead of it, but hitting her spots well.
Out of the 12 hitters she has faced, she has thrown 10 first pitch strikes. Weber in their state championship game had a big double to start the 4th inning and ignite their offense to put up 6 runs. And she puts this one up the middle. Cutting across the infield is Luton, and able to make the play at first.
Defense showing out for Iowa, and they're down by 1.
Johnson, Iowa being represented here in Whitestown, Indiana. Located just 10 miles north of Des Moines. Some fun facts, home to the John Deere Financial Headquarters and NASCAR driver Sammy Smith. Small town, about 25,000 people. And I will say both of these teams traveled really well here.
Yeah, they got lots of fans coming out, support. I love it, the small community coming together.
This is Madison McKibben to lead things off. This Iowa team went undefeated in their state tournament, 6-0. Their biggest game, beating Lamar's at state. As McKibben sends this one to second for round number 1. Lamar's beat them last year, both of their 10U and 12U teams. But this year they won 4-1. Avery pitched a great game. They handled the small ball well and had some timely hits. Outscored their opponents 26-1 in districts. That was just in 2 games. And then 64-5 in their state tournament.
So they figure out how to score runs. Also trusting their defense. Says a lot when they know how to handle the small ball. Means they can cover the bunt, they can throw well, catch.
Well, Coach told us they have a really strong defense that they rely on. Here's Havig over to second base. Brooklyn Norr's been pretty active over there. 2 down.
Center fielder 23, Sophia Wagner.
So that will flip the lineup. And it's back to Sophia Wagner. Reached first on a error at third base and came around to score the lone run for Iowa. In the air, right side. And underneath it, that's 3 quick outs for Wisconsin. They've got the momentum and the lead heading into the top of the 4th. Professional softball is returning to Greenville, North Carolina for the 2026 AUSL Pro Game presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Set to take place on Wednesday, August 5th. Learn more at littleleague.org/athletesunlimited. The professional softball league that is continuing to grow. We already mentioned some of these players. They get to watch their fans now of these leagues. I mean, how cool is that for these young players to see professional softball at that stage?
Well, it's starting to grow. We're seeing sold out stadiums right now. Last year, the league only had 4 teams and kind of traveled around the country. This year, they actually have host cities. And just yesterday, Durham, North Carolina was sold out. So the sport is growing, and it's so cool that these young kids get a chance to say, you know what, I want to play in AUSL and I want to play professional softball, and it's a real chance because it's here.
It's getting close to the end of the season right now. Talons and Bandits in first place. They were actually supposed to face off in Chicago, but they had to move the game because of the wildfires. And we were kind of talking with both of these teams right now, especially Wisconsin. They've been affected by those fires.
Yeah, they said when they left yesterday that it was really bad. Like the air quality, couldn't really even see very far. Like people are saying you can't really even see across the street. That's how bad the air is over there.
Well, luckily right here in Whitestown, clear, beautiful skies. It's pretty hot out here in the high 80s, low 90s.
Shouldn't say it's just the heat, it's the humidity.
Yes, very humid. Friday afternoon in Indiana. Wisconsin back at the plate with a 1-run lead and back to the top of their lineup. Here's Wallace, who makes some great contact, sends it into left center field for a leadoff hit.
This is what you want from the top of your lineup. Lainey Wallace doing a really good job going down and getting that pitch, just getting the barrel on it. Beautiful swing. Doesn't honestly even swing completely through, just has good extension. Meets the bat with the ball.
So that'll bring up Emma Erickson. Taking off is Wallace, the throw down in time! That'll hype up your team.
Oh, you gotta love that as a pitcher when you have a catcher that can come up and shoot someone down just like that. And it looks like maybe there's gonna be a quick review. Looking at it initially, I think that was an out, but also great slide by Wallace to try to get around that tag play. Luton doing a good job getting that snag and then putting down the tag as well.
Riley Welch behind the plate doing some work. And it seems like it was very obvious they wanted to review that instantly, because Wagner did a decent job of avoiding the tag.
I think looking at it initially, I would say she's out. Looks like she gets touched on the arm, and then that other hand coming around. I almost think in this situation, it may have been better to slide feet first straight in. But again, tough call. I get it. I always love a good hook slide.
Yeah, you can see the way her body and her feet are kind of angled to center field, trying her best to avoid it. But wow, especially after a leadoff single, for Iowa to bounce back, get it out. It's a close game. This is a competitive matchup. Every single base runner matters.
And I love it. As a pitcher, that's when you just want to look at your catcher and say, let's go, hype me up. Let's have a day. And Welch behind the plate has been working for Avery Larson. She's been framing up pitches. She's been blocking for her and then getting some great throwdowns like that. Yeah, I think looking at it, I think she gets the tag in for sure. Right there, like great camera angle from our camera crew.
The call on the field was out. But our umpires today taking their time with this. Courtney Nunn behind the plate, Jimmy Kenyon at first, George Spraggins at second, and Jim Spade at third.
You can see Welch showing some teeth. I think she deserves it after a play like that. It looks like there's the call. They're gonna confirm the out.
It's a great job by the duo of Welch and Luton. And Wallace is caught stealing. Oh, into the count now to Emma Erickson.
I love this. Look at that. Favorite singer, Justin Bieber. You don't see a lot of J. Biebs fans anymore.
Tell you what, when I was their age, he was 100% my favorite singer.
Maybe in our day.
Yeah.
Not so much theirs.
1-2. Lewis getting a piece of it, staying alive. Emma Erickson, her father is actually the third base coach for the Milwaukee Brewers. So I'm sure she has spent a lot of time on a field during her softball career, but she goes down on strikes, 2 down.
Third baseman, 45, Lily Soda.
Avery Larson, 7th strikeout of the day. I think she's working really well with Riley Welch behind the plate. And I actually love the pitch calling too.
It's been working.
She's staying a lot on the outside corner. You don't see her coming in too often, and she's trying to frame up that lower pitch. You see how she turns her glove. I mean, that's high-level stuff.
Well, here's Lily Soda. She had that home run back in the first inning. As we take a look back, just sent it over the center fielder's head.
Beautiful hit. Sophia Wagner out in center was a little shallow towards the dirt, but this time they are not. You can see that the entire outfield has taken some steps back towards the fence, and they've left a pretty big gap too between right and center field, so also shifted over to the left side. So they're expecting Lily Soda to pull that ball.
And sprays one foul to the right side.
See, and that's what I'd be nervous about. I'd start taking a couple steps towards right field. And there you see it too, Sophia Wagner taking a couple steps towards right.
Well, with the home run, her nickname is pretty fitting. Tom Wallace said that she is the Aaron Judge or Megan Grant of our lineup. And she has lived up to that name so far.
Anytime you can get compared to Megan Grant, especially for the way that she hits the ball, you see in the AUSL right now, it's like home run after home run.
Inside, full count. Shallow pop fly over to second and off the glove of Beals. So an error in the infield. Iowa could have been out of the inning. But instead, stays alive for Wisconsin, and there's a runner aboard.
Right fielder, 53, Zoe
A tough play. Also remember right now, the sun is high. So high in the sky, that ball could also be getting lost a little bit.
First pitch swinging is Zoe Sewell.
Please return that foul ball to the first base umpire compartment.
Oh, and 2, Avery Larson ahead. In the circle, trying to keep this game within a run.
And that's that up pitch that's been working for her when she's ahead in the count.
3-pitch strikeout for Avery Larson, and that will end the inning. Iowa looking for some offense as they trailed by a run, heading into the bottom half of the inning. Welcome back to the Little League Softball Regionals on ESPN, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Beautiful weekend here in the state of Indiana, the host of the Central Region, and we have a great matchup here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Kelsey Casper and Faith Kane with you. Wisconsin with the 1-run lead over Iowa. But 2-3-4 due up for Johnston Little League. Faith, what do you think Iowa needs to make adjustments to with Lady Wallace in the circle?
Overall, I feel like everyone's done a really good job of making contact.
There's some great contact right there. Mia Peterson finding the gap. They're waving her around to third. They're sending her home. And she's gonna hold up though. So a leadoff triple for Mia Peterson. That's exactly what Iowa needed.
She is one of the most consistent at-bats on this team, and this is the exact reason why she gets underneath this pitch a little bit, but is able to hustle it out. She's got some speed here towards the top, didn't even use her legs all the way, kind of threw that barrel out there and gets all the way to third, and you could tell her manager said, I want you to go 4.
And quickly, Iowa has tied this game up. A single from Brooke Luton will score Peterson, and it's 2-2.
What a way to get a rally going for Iowa. Luton coming up with that first pitch, getting it down towards left field, a hard ground ball, and now Iowa's right back in this.
Iowa's first hit since the first inning, and how about the day for Brooke Luton? She's got both RBIs. Iowa looking to pass the bat and take their first lead of the game. Here's Riley Welch, the catcher, who we saw throw out a runner in the top half of the inning.
This is also something that can start shaking up a pitcher a little bit when you have 2 hitters that go back to back and get those hard hits, especially early in the counts. That's when you may start throwing a little bit more balls, right? We see Wallace starting to fall behind, and not something she's really done so much in this game.
2-1 the count to Welch. Lays off outside, and it's a walk. So 2 aboard for Iowa, and still nobody out.
And I think Wallace really wanted that pitch. That was right on that outside corner. She'd been getting it earlier in this game. You could tell she turned to her catcher, Erickson, there, asking like, hey, where'd that miss?
First pitch swinging through the gap is Schaefer. They're sending Luton home, and Iowa has taken their first lead of the game.
And Iowa is being very aggressive on the base pass. Not something you see very often when the ball is hit into left field. To have your runner from second go all the way home. Schaefer doing a good job getting that barrel out, getting it out there for that hit. And Iowa, they're just passing the bat.
And it seems like they were just waiting for this big inning to happen. Avery Larson has been getting the job done in the circle. She pops up to the pitcher here for much needed out number 1 for Wisconsin.
Second baseman, 13, Jordan Beals.
So that'll bring up Jordy Beals. One out, 2 aboard. Squares around to bunt. She pops it up, going back on it to make the catch is Erickson. Big time defensive play for Wisconsin.
Great play by Erickson to pop up. Now, those are tough plays to make when you are a catcher, is to have to turn all the way around with a bunt like that and try to make that catch. You're going to see Erickson get up immediately. Look, she is facing away from home plate. She's almost catching that blind. So what a catch.
And just like that, 2 quick outs for Wisconsin. Trying to keep this a 1-run game. Here's Rowan Sievers. Jordy Beals did go out to pinch run at second for Welch. Sievers reached on an error back in the second inning. Looking for her first hit of the regional. Pops it up. In foul territory, Yang able to make the catch. So 3 pop flies to end the inning. But Iowa starting strong, putting up 2 in the 4th and taking the lead. Wisconsin trailing for the first time in this game, and you see their mascots in the dugout. You got Woody and Buzz, and they've carried those 2 throughout the season.
Well, it's been their mascot all season long. It just helps them remember you've got a friend in the dugout. Toy Story, Buzz, and Woody, best friends, saying they're best friends too. They're sisters, and they're gonna fight for each other, and that's what they gotta do right now.
It's not just one player who's going to change this game. They're going to rely on each other, pick each other up. And here's Yang putting a good punch into this one, into center, but it is Wagner there to make the catch.
Can't ask for anything better than that. Wagner just setting up perfectly out in the outfield. Yang did a great job, got good barrel to bat. Wagner backpedaling to it, made the catch. Here's Woody and Buzz. Wayne Wallace actually brought the 2 earlier in the first game of the season, and it's just been stuck with them ever since.
Well, they're looking to rely on them as they are trailing for the first time. And on the other side, Avery Larson pitching in the circle with the lead for the first time. To the right side, DeBruin. This one will fall in foul territory.
Even with a lead in this game, though, we've seen how both these teams just battle back and forth and figure out how to score runs in a lot of different ways. You know, we saw the inside the park home run, but we also saw it on the errors, the extra bases, the steals, the bunting, mix of everything.
Great contact up the middle for DeBruin. And she's gonna hustle over to second. The throw, not in time. A double off the bat of Ailey DeBruin.
Initially, when DeBruin hit that, I was surprised that she was gonna go to second. I thought that was an easy single, and You saw she didn't really slow down, started speeding up actually, and said, oh, I'm gonna take second, I'm going. I'm not sure if that was her call or her coach's call.
She did not hesitate.
No, but a great swing though through the zone. Her back coming in through flat and just ripped it right into the gap. Hey, way to be aggressive. I guess try some stuff at this point in the game, right?
Because now you're in scoring position down by 1. And here's the left fielder, Addison McMahon. Ball's 0-2 in the count. McMahon, a player who's been in the Appleton Little League organization for her 6th year now. In the air, tough one to get, but the diving effort from Granger at first.
Great hustle all around. You see Welch, Larson, Granger, all within reach of catching that ball in foul territory. That's the right idea. One of them's got to lay out for it.
And she'll go down on strikes. Okay, for Avery Larson.
That's even a better feeling as a pitcher. To come back, get that strikeout on the outside corner. Larson is just pounding it today out there.
Two down, here's Brooklyn Knorr. One thing about Brooklyn Knorr, her favorite food, cheeseburger pie. You ever heard of cheeseburger pie?
I have not.
Sounds
That's
Midwest
new.
to me, but I have not.
As someone from the Midwest, no, I still don't know what
same.
that is.
But she loves to cook. She can make the best mac and cheese in her house. So
No,
I would love to try that.
I'm interested in knowing what this mac and cheese is. Is it from the Kraft box? Are we going from scratch?
I would hope if it was best in the house, it'd be homemade.
Yes.
But who knows? Regardless, they're looking for her to produce here. Taking off to third and sliding in safely is DeBruin. That's actually a good stop by Havik too. That one could have easily gone into the outfield.
DeBruin doing a good job though, running bases, reading that ball the second that she saw it hit the dirt. Welch has been rock solid back there, got the stop, kept the ball in front of her actually, and got over to third. Because usually you're probably not gonna steal on Welch with the way she's been behind the plate. Yeah, good snag, little short hop coming from Havik over there.
Tying run at third. On the ground. Luton's got to be quick. The toss is in time. Huge defensive play from Iowa to keep it a 3-2 ball game.
Iowa's defense is stepping up big, and they are holding on to a lead as we head into the next inning.
Little League Softball Regionals on ESPN are presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. Well, what a treat of a matchup this has been between Wisconsin and Iowa. Iowa with a 1-run lead, looking to add to it here in the bottom of the 5th inning. What have been your impressions of this matchup, Faith?
Well, I've loved that both these teams have battled. I think they've been taking pitchers deep into counts. We've seen long at bats, but Avery Larson in the circle for Iowa, I think she's just gotten stronger throughout this game. You can see she's more consistent. She's thrown 70% strikes. And then also defensively, we're seeing both these teams make really good plays and good adjustments as well.
I think they're being careful here around Mila Bogey. 3-1 the count. They walked her back in the 2nd inning. We had mentioned she's still kind of coming back from a sprained ankle. Getting a little bit lower in the lineup than she normally does, but she's facing full count now.
And she had that ankle injury. Said we may not see her as much in the circle as what we probably expected just because of that ankle injury, but slowly starting to work back into this lineup.
The payoff. Grounder up to middle. It's a leadoff single for Mila Bogey. 3rd time in this game, the leadoff has reached first for Iowa.
First baseman 21, Kevin Granger.
And that's pretty impressive. Being aggressive, getting those base hits. Not trying to do too much either, not trying to overswing. Just make hard contact onto the ground. And that's something where I think Wisconsin's struggling with a little bit, is they're hitting a lot of pop flies right now. So Iowa's making those plays where Iowa's coming in and they're starting to hit it hard on the ground.
Well, their offense moved quickly in the bottom of the 4th inning. Mia Peterson led things off with a triple. Brooke Luton hit her in with a single. And then Luton eventually came around to score to take the lead. Granger way ahead of it. 1-2 the count. Wisconsin had the lead majority of this game. We'll see if Iowa can hang on. But Granger goes down on strikes.
And what a way for Wallace to bounce back. Gets that pitch up in the zone on the inside corner. That's really what's worked for her today, is to try to get Iowa to chase a pitch out of the zone. And when she's able to do that, mess around when she gets ahead in the count, that's where she's been great.
That's Wallace's 4th strikeout of the game, her 1st since the 2nd inning. And here's Madison McKibben, youngest player on this Iowa team. Squares around a bunt. Erickson almost able to grab it again. She did that in the last inning.
We're seeing a lot more small ball in this game. And when you're only up by 1 run, down by 1 run, try to squeeze them out, play the short game, make the defense work.
Oh, 0-2. Makes contact, but this one's gonna roll foul.
You saw Lainey Wallace come out of the circle, and immediately she put her hands up and said, leave it, let it go foul. And that's the right idea. When you see a ball that has that funky spin, don't know where it's gonna go, and you know you're not gonna make that catch, you let it roll out. Yeah, there's that ball. It looked like it actually started, it was in fair territory and then took that spin out.
Waited back on it, liner over to short, it's a double play! DeBruin at short, heads up play to get Bogey at first. Hurricanes needing some momentum. They get some here heading into the top of the 6th. Wisconsin down to their final 3 outs here in the top of the 6th as they trail Iowa by 1. Kelsey Casper and Faith Kane with you for game number 2 of this Central region. And it has been great from start to finish. Both pitchers doing well in the circle, the offense coming up with some timely hits, but we'll see if Wisconsin has enough. Safe at first, a leadoff single for Luca Bruna. That's exactly what her team wanted.
Yeah, you got to be happy after that. Get that leadoff on. Great hustle down the line. The ball had a funky spin, so gave her some extra time to get down to first. You can see if she's happy after that one.
And it looks like they will review this. And look at the celebration from her teammates, too. That's Addie Mack in the dugout for Wisconsin, cheering on her teammate.
And I will say, initially looking at the play, I think the call was right. I think she got over there in time. But you got to try anything at this point, especially in a close game. Iowa wants to get out of this. They do not want to have to go to the bottom of the 6th.
They also want to stay in the winner's bracket. The winner of this game will face Minnesota tomorrow at 1 p.m.
That's also tough. The second you get into that loser's bracket, you got to play more games. Can't use your pitchers probably as much as you want to. Got to spread them out. But yeah, looks like she definitely made it safe.
Yeah, the freeze frame there. Crew still reviewing. Wisconsin, though, they have not scored since the 2nd inning. They took a 2-1 lead over Iowa. Then it was the 4th inning where Iowa played it 2 to give them the 1-run lead. Here's the call. Safe at first and the leadoff aboard for Appleton. That'll bring up Olivia Burling. Bottom of the lineup here for Wisconsin. Avery Larson, as of late, has been dealing. She has 9 strikeouts in this game so far. Two swings from Burling here.
Majority of her pitches, too, are coming in as strikes. This tells you that she's consistent as a hitter. The best thing you can do is say, okay, you know she's gonna throw you strikes. She's not walking a lot of people. So go up there and swing early, be aggressive.
One and two. And Burling goes down on strikes for the second time today. One down.
Again, good spot right on the outside corner. The river. She's been hitting them well.
10 Ks for Avery Larson. One away for Brooklyn Mowell.
And that's something that her manager has applauded her for, is the fact that she can hit her spots really well. And we've seen that today with Larson. She's not someone that's gonna throw a lot of speeds, can sometimes touch 50 miles per hour, but other than that, it's been spots, spots, spots.
And 72% of the time today, Avery Larson has thrown a strike. And she's ahead 0-2. Mowell pops up to shortstop, 2 down. Iowa 1 out away from an opening round win.
And this team has just battled. Wisconsin started out with the scoring today. Iowa hops right back in. Wisconsin bounces back. Iowa comes back and gets the lead.
It has been a back-and-forth matchup. The first game of the tournament for these two teams. Here's Emma Weber trying to do something. They keep Wisconsin alive. Now it is double elimination. So no team going away just yet. Just outside on the 0-2. This one gets away from Welch. And Bruno does advance to scoring position. So the tying run at second. Wisconsin trying to keep this inning alive. But Larson seals the win with her 11th strikeout of the game. 3-2, Iowa takes down Wisconsin in the opening round.
What a fun game. Neither of these teams should hang their heads. Came in here, battled. Wisconsin started out hot. In the circle, both pitchers I thought had a great game. Avery Larson, though, she had 74 strikes to her 30 balls, only 104 pitches here with this 6 innings, 71 strikeout or strike percentage. 11 strikeouts on the day, only 1 walk though. That's the big number, only 1 walk. She was effective. Also, this lineup, everyone did it. They bunted, they hit the long ball, they hit gaps, they stole the extra bases. Everyone doing a job, a great team win.
3 runs was all it took for Iowa to secure the win, as they will move on in the winner's bracket and face Minnesota tomorrow at 1 p.m. Wisconsin falls to the elimination bracket, and they will face either Kentucky or Michigan. So 2 games down, 2 to go on this Friday. And Avery Larson, the star of this game in the circle. You mentioned it, 6 innings pitched, gave up 5 hits with 11 strikeouts to only 1 walk. She was stellar in her performance this afternoon.
Yeah, consistent, hitting the spot. She really worked the outside corner. Welch, also let's give her a round of applause because she called a great game too.
Well, we got more action coming your way. Stick around. Matt Schumacher and Monica Abbott will have the next game, Michigan versus Kentucky at 4 p.m. So that'll do it for our crew. Faith King, Kelsey Casper saying so long. We'll see you tomorrow morning. It's Iowa who gets a 3-2 victory over Wisconsin.